I will be right back. I'm just gonna switch which device I am
Sure.
calling from. Because I have my computer now.
Hello everyone, this is the Electric Metropolis video game tour. I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian, and we are beginning a surprise, episode 0 of Fallout Isle of Twilight using the Modifius 2D20 system. We're just making characters and stuff. If we have enough time, we might get into some shootouts. I mean, they'll get to see the cool new thing they're going to and start their adventure. But for now, we're just making characters, and I think none of us have played this before. We've played 2D20 systems elsewhere, but we haven't, I don't think any of us have played Fallout 2D20 specifically. So, if you hear us humming and hawing, that's why.
It's called We're Rapidly Scrolling Through the PDF.
Pretty much.
Speaking of, I actually have that open now, so I can start doing things. Yay.
There we go.
Oops. Oh, that.
Alright, they changed the thing.
Pretty sure I've heard that.
So, Corby, did you make up like this whole campaign and world?
Yes, I am the one of the original writers of the Fallout. No.
No, you know what I mean.
No, I wanted to be a pedantic little creep. No, but no, the Isle of Twilight campaign, yeah, that's out of whole cloth.
Wait.
Dang, okay.
Okay.
So-
First things first, I have to roll.
I heard confusion.
Yeah. Okay, I'm reading the tag skills and by skill ranks. Whereas this got the add 2 ranks to each tag skill. Which
Yep.
that makes sense, but then it follows up by each skill starts at 0. I'm guessing that means each skill that's not a tag skill.
Right.
Okay. Because I didn't separate that at all. I'm like, is there something that I'm misunderstanding? No, okay. And then 9 plus in points to increase your skill ranks. Does that just 1 per?
Ask the question again, sorry?
Does it just cost 1 point
one
to increase skill ranks?
Yeah, it's 1-to-1. Yeah.
Is there a cap on this?
3. 3 at start.
Okay.
Okay,
I kinda-
Three.
maxed things out by putting 3 in making sure all the tag skills got up to 3 and then choosing
Yeah.
things to put 2 in. I didn't distribute out like 1 in. I think I had enough to put 1 in everything if I wanted to, but it seemed kind of pointless.
Wow, I got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you get a lot of stuff for your starting gear. I was wondering how you're still a wanderer of the wasteland in some regards, and level 1 wanderer of the wasteland. So yeah, but you still get like a decent setup, so you're not completely twisting in the wind.
You get more as a vault dweller because you get an extra tag skill, which gives you
More stuff.
which gives you more stuff because you have more tag skills.
So what you're saying is you think you're better than everybody else.
We can fix that.
In case you are unaware, Scott, this is entirely the player dynamic that Von Cat and I have in our other games.
I mean,
This is how it always goes.
I mean,
see
there's
nothing wrong
there's
there.
one good thing here in that Fallout doesn't really have a native like half cat, half man species. So there's like an entire section of jokes that we're just gonna throw out right now.
Oh, I'm sure.
Unless
we can-
that's what they were doing in Fallout 003.
Yeah, no, that's the
Oh
experiment.
gosh, not cat people.
No.
Whatever it was, Corbinian, you're changing it.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my god, I have so many different bits of clothing. Why?
Okay.
I don't know why.
You have a lot? I ended up with 1 piece of armor and just 1 type of clothing.
Imagine wearing clothes. Okay.
And now that I'm actually all set up, we should go do a quick little exercise. Boop. Of game creation palette. Well, I mean, we've all played with each other before to some degree, but it's a good habit to stay into. And also gives me some ideas of what things you want to make sure I put in, because I have some of the stuff that I'm definitely gonna. I have like the season of the Isle of Twilight figured out, but there may be extra stuff that I can throw in the journey. So there's also the X card system that I have active. We all know each other pretty well, but just in case, as always, in the macros, you can click checkmark the in bar and put X card. And if you just want me to stop, or you want someone to stop because we're going way over the edge, just hit it and you'll see the big X, and that will tell everyone to stop. Because this is Fallout, and I am going to lean into it. That's why even the stream has a little violence warning, because yeah, I am going to be somewhat detailed in how people die, because, well, Fallout is. And terrible things happen in the Wasteland. So if you want me to not be terrible in a very particular way, now's the time to tell me. Lines are stuff that you don't mind. Lines are stuff you don't want me to just eat. It doesn't. If it doesn't exist, if it does exist in the world, it doesn't exist here. It's not gonna be something that Isle of Twilight's really gonna bring up just because it's too ick. Veils are stuff that you're like, you know what? I don't mind you mentioning it, but I don't want to go into details. The one that I always have is romance scenes. I don't mind romance scenes. I don't mind people having NPC lovers. I just don't want to get into the details of precisely what they're doing. Fade to black and all that. But let's get away from lines and veils and focus on what's exciting. What do people want in the Isle of Twilight? What's the one thing you want to see in your Fallout adventure?
Sorry, the urge to be incredibly sarcastic was present.
I guess the mysterious stranger is a talent you gotta take.
That is
It is,
a
yes.
thing, yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say, I like some Fallout in my Fallout.
I want some Fallout in my Fallout.
I mean, there's weird wastelands a thing in Fallout, right? Like, isn't that an actual mechanic?
I have no idea.
Something new.
It's a perk you can get in one of the games, and it makes just weird stuff happen. It makes some of the weirder events.
Yeah.
Something to do with a nuke, whether that's a mini nuke showing up or like an actual nuke, just a nuclear weapon being present at some point.
Nuclear device. That's
Yeah, undetonated bomb.
Oh, okay.
Or otherwise known as the end of the campaign now button.
Okay, so that just says like children of Adam once again are just nesting around an unexploded nuke.
I'm thinking something to do. I want to deal with something to do with like ocean life, because you never really see that outside of like the Mire.
Yeah, and
So,
definitely Twilight
there's
is going to be a lot of ocean moments, so I'll make sure to highlight that more than I was intending.
I know
Which is why I'm going with, like,
I think the one set off the coast of the Commonwealth, the DLC,
Far Harbor.
Far Harbor. Someone mentions a ghoul whale, like it's the white whale, but like it's a ghoul whale instead.
Okay, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Ghoul whale.
Yeah, just stuff like that. Exactly. I just want like cool, weird, like
You
mutated ocean life. 'Cause
You do realize-
ocean life already is weird enough.
you have
Yeah.
given him permission to throw a kraken at us now. You realize that, right?
Yep.
said I needed permission.
No, you haven't given him
But-
permission.
but-
You specifically asked him to. You've been like, pretty please do this.
There'll also be a nuke nearby, so like problem solved.
Nuke the
Problem and
Kraken.
solution.
There's a big red button in its blowhole. You just have to get up there. It ate a nuke,
Like
you see.
narwhal with a glowing like ghoul horn.
We're in the Pacific Ocean, right?
Yep.
That always gives us the chance to run into something, either a ship or a submarine that's Chinese, because they're other big half
Oh
of
yeah.
Fallout that's only rarely touched upon.
Yeah, because there was that Chinese sub in Fallout 4,
The Yanks.
and that was the stinking Atlantic, for Pete's sake.
Yeah.
Anything else you're excited about? Those are all good ideas. I am happy to note this all down because these will highlight what I definitely don't want to miss during our journey.
Yep.
Personally, if
I threw
possible, I
everything
think
want on the board.
it'd be cool to get run into the Enclave in some shape or fashion. I don't know if they're completely dead by this point, but I always like me the
Is the
Enclave.
dream of the American wasteland ever truly dead?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I mean they had the giant oil rig. Who knows? Some of them might
But,
have
like-
gone the other way.
Not the Enclave that has all the power suits, right? We're not going to run into them.
I mean, of course
Um,
not.
The super advanced
'Cause-
power suits, and they all use plasma weapons? What?
Because I'd rather handle the ghoul well.
We just need to get you a really big laser gun, and it'll solve the problem.
And
Well, that's the problem. I didn't put anything in big guns. It's all in
Oh.
small guns.
Well, there's laser pistols with Pierce, right?
That's energy weapons.
That's energy weapons.
Did you take anything in energy weapons?
No. The
You'll get
idea
there
was
that
not.
sounds like
damn
a
it.
you
Yeah, I-
problem.
The idea was not to make the team's weapons person. The idea was just to be able to shoot first and win, but
Oh, that's
against like unarmored targets.
That's what you have grenades for.
Again, I
Or the
think
Mr.
that
Handy's
falls under
nuclear reactor.
strength, and I don't have that much strength.
Oh, goodness.
You know, we could just detonate the Mr. Handy's fusion reactor.
Hey.
Also, I love how on the sheet next to your character name, the little special bars they go up and down if you change your stats.
Yeah, no, that is
Wait,
kind of neat on
really?
the sheet.
Yep.
Yeah, up in the upper left-hand corner.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I just barely finished creating my character sheet, hence why I now know this.
Any other excitement you want to chat? You want me to note?
I'm trying to think of what
Yeah,
else
I mean,
is-
I got everything I wanted to throw on the table.
He wants the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
In general, I just
Fallout.
like Fallout,
Um,
so like whatever you end up throwing at us, I'm fine with.
Hey, no, no,
Who what?
wrong.
I think I think one of the cool things is, I don't know if this would come up, but getting to explore like an older like a pre-war factory or company where you can learn about like, hey, they're making this one random product and oops, turns out that's like not
Yeah,
safe for humans.
I do like finding out more like history stuff about the like
Pre-war.
Yeah, I always love finding out like cool pre-war history stuff.
And you gotta have some kind of kooky group that at first they seem like, oh, this is cool. They're doing real well for themselves, and then it gets super dark once you get into their backroom computers. Or,
Oops,
like-
cannibals.
Yeah.
Oops, oh, cannibals.
Fallout and our Fallout. That's what-
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, more.
I
Fallout.
know.
That's what all of these things are.
yeah.
Just do the thing.
Because we're going into
That
the
was like
Pacific, because we're going into the Pacific and we're doing like Fallout stuff. I could totally see like us encountering some kind of cargo cult.
Yes.
The children of the container.
Oh, I'll take that. That's actually going to be incredibly useful potentially, if it happens. If not, it's not helpful. But
Children of the cargo.
Yes.
I'm just still building the character in the background here as well. So
Because it's like
Yeah, I'm
it's like
also doing that.
every time they had a need, they opened another container, and cargo gifted them exactly what they needed in that situation.
Yes.
Right?
So
Two,
we'll go.
not enough food to go around. Well, you open the container, and then
So
there are machetes and guns, and that solves your problem. Get people to feed.
okay,
That's
here's
right.
an interesting. Huh. So
Okay.
it does give a weight to ammo,
Yep.
but it's less than 1? How are you supposed to adjudicate that?
Math.
I just put it as 0.
Get smart, smart boy.
Like I think it's not like anything less than 1. It doesn't really care what it weighs. Like it's negligible. Was my understanding.
I'm sure. I'm curious. Like
I believe there is an answer to it. I forget what it is at the moment. I think it's
Is
like
it
you have to
like-
have like 50 of it or something like that.
okay, I'm assuming right now I don't have enough ammo to make like a valuable difference. I will absolutely change that if I find out later that it's actually supposed to be something.
Oh,
Is that-
some items have a listed weight of less than 1. This means they only weigh a fraction of a pound. You can carry as many of those items as you wish without penalty, though the GM may rule that a large quantity, say 10 or more, of such items weighs 1 or more pounds. That's the
Okay.
rule. So it's GM fiat. It's like, the GM either cares or they don't.
Okay.
My personal thing, just because it's a holdover from other games I've done, if you have 50 of that, then it weighs a pound.
Okay.
That makes
That makes
sense
sense.
because like the thing I have 1744 rounds, and definitely 10 of those don't weigh a pound, but 50 would be close.
Yeah, that sounds totally fair. Just write that down somewhere, just so that we remember that that's a GM fiat note.
That's 6 times. My carry weight is bad.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh,
I'm not-
really?
Yeah. So is
I am a small frame survivor.
What?
Oh no.
I'm with you, man.
How much can you
Oh,
carry?
You are not a small frame survivor. You're a fucking vaulter.
oh,
Get out of
He's
here
a
with the
small-
I feel you, man.
I don't have a high strength, my guy.
Neither do I.
My dude.
Did anybody take strength?
No, who needs strength?
No, strength is for super mutants.
Oh, we are so
However,
dead.
I do have
I
adrenaline
could.
junkie, so if you shoot me in the arm, I'll get a 10 strength.
In fact, we
That's a
have
joke. I don't
someone.
have that.
We have someone that is doing a face, right?
Yeah, that's
The
me.
robot.
The robot is the face.
Okay.
Don't worry, I can
Why
be charming.
is the robot the face?
Because he
Because
wants
he's a
to do it.
charming. Because he's a charming robot butler boy. Don't judge.
Because he's
Don't worry.
handy.
Yeah.
And apparently, none of you can talk to other people. So
I can talk to other people. I'm just gonna let the robot do it because I don't want to
Oh,
talk
wait,
to
no.
people.
Are you good at bartering?
No, actually, I am.
I haven't subspec yet. I just have a 9 in charisma right now.
Actually, I actually do have a good speech. It's one of my tags.
Okay.
Okay. But does someone have good barter?
I can take barter.
Okay, then what I'll do is I'll drop my charisma and
You like
take
one
what
of
I
those,
had put into barter.
Oh, you were like one of those like a cashier, Mr. Handy.
No, he's a butler. He's just very smooth talking butler.
I'm still not great at strength, but I'm not as terrible as it was.
Plus 2.
Okay, so that's 50, 60,
BRB.
80. Haha. Where do I put that?
Then
Where do I put that?
Do I start with any?
fusion cell.
Uh,
So that's 3, rarity 2.
1
Go
AP
somewhere
per
on the
player.
sheet.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I start with 4.
oh, it's automatically calculating that. However, it's calculating it wrong. Where do I fix that?
3, 2.
Is it like STA in that we don't start with action points?
Right.
Yeah, I presumed as much.
Yeah,
Ew.
I may be missing something, but I'm getting the feeling action points are gonna be kind of rare.
Well, one of the things you can do during play is during a combat, say, especially over like rough terrain, because you need action points to cross rough terrain, is to spend action points. And one of the actions you can do is rally, and it's not rally in the STA sense; it's rally in the take a breath and let's go. You know, you're pumping yourself and pumping out everyone around you, sort of thing. And that's like an endurance plus something, and then you generate. It's a diff 0. I just try to generate some AP. But otherwise, yeah, during normal play, it doesn't come up. It doesn't generate. It generates the same way. If you get more hits than you need. But given how low your target numbers are, at low levels, you're going to be fighting for action points quite frequently.
Yeah, I'm curious to just get experience around the damage system, because just coming from STA, the target numbers all seem really low.
Yep.
So I'm wondering how that's going to work out.
That's why one of the things they do in the GM toolbox and in the Winter of Adam PDF, they have suggestions to GMs about balancing combat against the level of the party, because some stuff like level, unless I'm purposely trying to kill your characters, I shouldn't throw a death claw at you. Level 1 group of people can't really fight those without like a huge gear buff or like a ton of help in the background. So
Brotherhood Strike Team shows up.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're here to help.
Yeah. Any lines or veils people have that you want me to note in there?
I do have a veil for torture.
Torture.
Oh yeah.
That's a popular one, so to speak. A popular veil.
I mean, I'm sure it's popular both ways, in a manner of speaking.
Yes, there are games for that. Just not this one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it qualifies as a line or a veil, but I don't do slavery as a systemic issue that's outside of the scope of the game. Like if we're saving them as part of the mission, it's fine. But as a background, you can't fix it as players. It's just part of the universe. I don't do that.
You've covered my 2 veils already, so
Find raiders that do that. Shoot the raiders that do that. There you go.
exactly.
Yeah. So it's like it's not something that's like where you can't do anything about it. It's like no, it should be something you can or do. If you choose not to do it, that's your fault. But it's like no, you can't because the ship uses slave labor to run the ship. Like no.
Yeah.
Hang on there.
It's like, okay, so first thing we're doing is finding the reactor of the ship and setting it off, and story's
That's the
over.
name.
Yeah.
It was right there the whole time.
Yeah.
Any other lines or veils? And of course, the X cards for stuff we can't possibly think of because we can't think of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now, but if something occurs to me later, it's like, oh yeah, I should have mentioned that earlier.
All right. We can always add to this later. I'll pull away from here. This is something I'll check in with at the beginning of everything just to flash it on the screen so I can kind of, as a reminder for all of us, but also for me as well, to go, hey, by the way.
Can you?
Oh. Can I what?
Did you find this in a convenient place? Because I was needing something like this for a game I'm starting on Thursday.
This is a thing you can do with Roll20. It's a module you can add that's free for everybody. What's it called? Hold on. I can find that for you. I think it's called like the GM Safety Kit or something like that. I think that's what it's called.
Is it something you turn on in the game settings?
I believe so. I'm about to triple check what's up. Yeah, so you'd go into... Oh no, it'd be under game add-ons. So you'd have in your thing, it's RPG safety tools.
I can wear this.
And you can add to game as an add-on.
Hey, question.
Yeah.
The flamer that I have as a Mr. Handy, is that under big guns like the regular flamethrower is?
If it is a flamethrower, ergo it uses big gun. I believe that's correct.
Okay, so I should put points into that then, is what you're saying.
I mean, you can if you want. You
Yeah.
can you can
And
just
then
suck at the thing you have.
Is my
That's-
buzzsaw unarmed? Is that all what that falls under, or
be melee.
melee? Oh, melee weapons. There is a
I'm
skill for that.
guessing
Okay.
that's just 2. Okay. So,
What does
Okay.
this give me?
okay.
These songs have to adjust.
Also, something this does different than STA is STA, even if it's not the thing you do really well, like you're still gonna come in with the minimum roll of 8, right, on a D20. Something that if
be right back.
if you didn't put anything or minimized a stat and the skill associated with it, you could be rolling as low as a 4
Oh
on
no.
a
Yeah.
D20. Like if I try to do speech, not I would be rolling 4 on a D20, which is just almost never gonna happen.
Reed Hart Catron.
Okay, so I get 2 if I wear both.
Oh,
But if I wear one,
the other thing I did want to coordinate is because of the way I built this character and the way that combat generally starts, especially with whoever's going to be the face, is that if it sounded all right to like if the conversation's not going well, right, I'm gonna shoot first because this game
that's-
gives tangible benefits for shooting first.
all right, Han Solo.
But that's
Um,
generally right. I don't want to preempt, right? Never allow conversation to happen or us to de-escalate, but like at some point, either as you signal or if I'm just reading the conversation, it doesn't look like it's going anywhere, right? Then I will shoot. So
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
if you
fine.
want to have a signal or you just right, you
I think
leave it up to my interpretation.
I think a signal would probably be good, just in case. But I mean, if you read a situation and like Bleakley is just sorry, robot's name is Bleakley. If my character is just completely oblivious to, hey, talking isn't gonna work, yeah, go ahead and shoot them. Okay. So if I'm reading this right, I only take 1 perk, right, at the beginning?
Yep. Everyone gets 1 perk.
Okay.
Presuming they qualify, obviously.
No, of course.
I think, yeah, there are no level requirements from what I remember. There's just stat requirements.
Some of them have a level requirement, I believe.
Yeah, it's like
Uh,
ranks 2.
Yeah,
So
but
you
it's
take
not
perks
till
at
it's
level
not till you go up in ranks.
Ah.
Like, so if you take something that has level 1+, that means you can take it at character creation, but rank 2 you can't take till after level. You need another character level. The
Barbarian.
ones that are like really high are like level 2+, which means the second rank can't be taken till after you've taken another 2 character levels, which would be level 3 for us.
Yeah. Well, huh? I thought if it says 2+, it has to be level 2 or higher.
No, it forces you to space out how often you take them. The text is not.
Oh, I see it. There's a small,
Okay.
there's a mini box on 59. It means that you take the perk through character advancement. The level requirement to take the next rank increases each time. Ah, okay. So you can take
rank
level 1
up in it.
barbarian. There's only 1 rank of it.
That one maybe. So I guess it may be that the level is the minimum, and then that would be weird though.
Okay.
I don't know why barbarian has that on it. Is it maybe it's something to do with errata?
I'm gonna check the errata.
Here it is, purified water. I'm like, why? Where is it?
Imagine needing to drink water.
Boys, I got a Salisbury steak.
Got no food or water.
Vault dwellers get a canteen with a single drink of purified water in it.
Man, you could sell that for
The
a
only-
lot.
The only consumable I have is Calmex, which just allows me to re-roll dice on all perception and stealth rolls for a scene, or perception and agility rolls for a scene. And it increases stealth damage.
I need to go to a different page because this is really
Nah.
well organized.
I need to check and fill in some info for the chems I have, because I have a few chems.
Fucking druggy.
Well, I got an extra stim pack, a first aid kit, and a dose of meth.
Dang.
Peels 5.
Maybe it's in the...
Irradiated question mark.
It's not in the errata, but I'll check the Modifius official Discord. Because I believe this would have come up for somebody. It'll be under rule queries probably.
Okay, we'll find out.
Alright, so for my perk, I'm gonna take... Where is it? Inspirational. So now our maximum number of AP that we can hold is increased by 1.
Hey. Because I can get I think I'm gonna be kind of AP heavy in combat because I have a trait that lets me take a second shot for cheaper. But right, you still have to use AP to get it, and my one perk has a cost of AP on it, so
Oh, there you go.
Well, I'll just ask the question and someone
Also, I'm thinking for buying extra dice, most of the time we're going to want to give the GM dice rather than buy it with our own action points, because
Oh, this hurts me. Oh, this hurts me so bad.
Although, keep in mind, there are some things that you can't buy off the GM. There's some AP uses that require you to it has to be player AP, not G. It's not you. You can't pay with giving me AP. It has to be AP you already have.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think I just meant dice
In general, yeah.
specifically. Yeah.
Fine.
And 2.
I think it's the only one that has that weird thing where it's 1 rank and a level requirement.
20.
Yeah, that's the confusing thing about it, because if all the other ones they make sense with what that paragraph says, but Barbarian doesn't make sense with what that paragraph says.
Ricochet's another one.
Oh, it also
Yep.
only has 1 level?
1 level requires level 5+.
So, yeah, to me that then suggests that you do actually have to be the level 1 is the base, and then every time you take it, it goes up from there.
Oh, it explained that earlier. It's like you can. So if there's one that levels, you can take every 5 levels, and you take it at say level 9. You can then, when you hit level 10, take it again because that's.
Yeah, but
10
we're
in
talking about
total.
the ones that don't have a second rank, but still have a
Oh.
level.
I think
added
you
on
just
it.
take it at that level.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what that means.
Which doesn't impact it for all the ones that say level 1, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
no.
we are level 1.
Yeah, exactly.
One personal trinket.
Which is also weird because if it starts at level 1 and it adds 1 each time, that means and you only get perks on level up, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So that would be pointless to say, right? Because if I can only take a perk at level 1, and then each time I take it, I have to wait another level. I already have to wait another level to get a point to buy a perk with in the first place. So there must be some system in the game that allows you to get perks. I don't know, maybe if it's books or something or magazines.
Wow, that's powerful.
What's up?
The first aid kit that I have.
Oh,
First aid kit. Heal plus 2 HP upon succeeding at the first aid action. And as far as I can tell, it's just something I have.
Is it consumable?
No, it's not consumable. It's a tool.
Ooh, it's powerful.
It's worth 200 caps.
Oh, that's what. That's yeah.
yeah. That's why it's so useful because it's expensive as hell.
Yeah. Don't lose that because we're not getting another one anytime soon.
That is a really nice passive ability. Holy shit.
Is there a place where I need to write down my carry weight on the character sheet?
it auto calculates it. In
It's
theory.
in gear.
How handy.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately,
yeah,
there's not an option for me to change the auto calculation, so I just need to remember that it's lower than it is.
you would have to go into settings. I think. You'd have to go into attributes and abilities.
Oh, I have one other point of order that I'm gonna need from the GM.
You're looking for something called PC carry weight. It's on the attributes and abilities, and you can change it there. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So at some point, GM, give a read over the info for the Pit Boy. It says not all Pit Boys contain the same function, but the common functions are, and it gives me a bunch of functions that are common to most Pit Boys. Let me know if my Pit Boy is different in any way from those base functions, or if it's just a standard Pit Boy in every way.
Can you give me a page number? That would speed me up.
183.
183.
It's like a sizable chunk of page. 183.
Man, you're so special. You get all the cool things.
Person stats indicator, siege reporter health, ongoing log to journey, unbelt radio type, compass radio, target specific location. Oh wow, you don't get the difficulty increase for aiming at somebody because you have VATS, Vault Tech Assisted Targeting System.
Hey, do we wanna like just kill him and split the loot?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I'm the only one who actually gets to use VATS.
fix that.
So it's the Pip-Boy would for 003, it also acts as a you know how normally Pip-Boys are keyed to allow you into certain Vault-Tech vaults and locations? Well, this will allow you to access, you need this to access certain there's certain jobs on the ship you can only do if you have a Pip-Boy, because only Vault 003 people can actually work those machines.
Okay, so I'll put it down as Arc Pip-Boy access.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, robot armor. Here it is.
Ooh, yay! That's for bullets.
By extension further, to aid in the defense of the ship, for all the turrets and other automated systems, if you're aiming something through the turrets, you can plug into a turret and use it through the Pip-Boy, like with a little joystick, and you can shoot with it. And you have this, you still benefit from VATS because it's functioning through the Pip-Boy. Whereas anyone else can go up to a turret and like hand pull it around, but you can joystick control it.
Oh no, we gave the nerd the gun video game. What have we done?
VATS. I'll put it down as like VATS turret interface.
Yep.
I just imagine someone like loading it up, being, oh, hey, look, this terminal has this cool game on it. Oh, look, it's like an asteroid. You just start shooting.
It's like that. It's like that one missile defense game that you can get on the Pip-Boy.
And then there's just like murder and mayhem on another part of the ship.
It's like the plot of War Games, but with turrets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some little kid runs up to things. Yay! Like, no, there's a reason we have guards around all the turrets. Oh, to protect to stop the super mutants for stealing them? No, from stupid kids playing with the guns. But why don't you just take the function out? Well, they might need to use it.
Hey, so I'm trying to add on my robot armor,
Yeah.
and it says equip location, and the standard playing location is all, but there's not the all option for the equip location on my character sheet.
Get better. No.
Get good.
Just leave it as equip location and just add it in the description that it's all.
Okay, cool. Will do. Doop-a-doop. Got that. Add it on.
I was being asked about something else and I lost it. Wasn't the Pip Boys before Pip Boy? There was another question being asked.
Yeah, so, sorry to derail things
No,
with
no.
that question. That was...
Jim was asking
Oh,
about
experience. Perks.
No.
But no, what was we're asking Jim?
What was asking something?
how to fix the carry weight, but I told you.
Oh yeah, I did get that. Yeah.
Oh, so you tried to foist
I
your
just-
work on me. I see how it is. No.
Need to. Where? Okay. I have the things that I'm supposed to have on my sheet. I just am not told any of what it is, so I need to go through the PDF to the many different places to find the many different things.
Yeah.
Why did I...
That is intelligent.
That is...
I mean, to be
that is
fair, the
Okay.
other way to do it is they rewrite the book 5 times in the same book.
Yes.
So, character advancement. You gain each time you level, you gain a single perk.
Okay.
So every level you gain a perk.
Yeah, which I did ask if there was another way to get perks, because with that understanding, it makes no sense why you'd ever have perks that require that have 1+ on them, because you always would have to wait till the next rank to take them.
That's a lot of...
Yeah, it forces you to space them out. Yeah.
But
My-
not if it says 1+, right? Because if it says level 1+ and you take it at level 1, right? The next time you'd be allowed to take it is at level 2, but you don't get another perk until you hit level 2. The ones that say like 2+ or 3+ would space it out, because if you took it at level 2, it would be level 4 before you could take it again.
Okay, I think I've got
Hmm.
all my equipment squared away. That was a lot. I had to copy a lot.
I am still working on equipment. Because now I have to find where my arms are.
Hopefully they're
Well,
attached.
they're in your sleeves, duh.
Well, no, because he doesn't have.
They're screwed in, really,
Bolted on.
bolted on.
Oh no, I do have to add my one weapon. Oh no, I have 2 weapons. What am I talking about?
Are these also 200 or 300 cap items that are super powerful?
No, it's a switchblade and a 10mm.
That's amazing.
Stop being salty.
Okay, so fun thing I discovered. I got Mr. Handy comes standard with the Integral Boiler mod, which is once per scene out of combat, I can turn 2 dirty waters into 1 purified water in 10
Yep.
minutes.
Oh, that's cool.
That's super useful. Especially when you go on expeditions away from the ship.
Yeah.
'Cause you'll,
I mean, ostensibly, I think it was to make like coffee and tea and stuff, but hey.
yeah. Well, it's also a camping buddy. You know, you go camping and it's like, hey, give it to Mr. Handy,
Well, hey,
your nuclear-powered butler.
And,
Yep.
and I have a canteen to store some of it in.
I just imagined you jingling at it like, hey, fill me up.
Hey, top me
Well-
up here.
Yeah, no. Every couple of hours, we have to stop for 30, 40 minutes as we put tons of water in the Mr. Handy to get more water out.
Hey, water everywhere, not a drop to drink.
At least in the wasteland.
It basically makes Scott's character into a water cooler. We just all go hang around and talk
Yes.
around.
We
That's-
talk around
That's
the
how he
water
became so
cooler.
charismatic, because he's a water cooler.
That's why he's pretty chill.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, so dumb.
It's Fallout. Everything is dumb if you think about
Also-
it too hard.
You have a 10mm. I have a fucking pipe gun.
Oh no.
I've got a lot of bullets for it though, but
Wait,
I-
Winchester, what gun do you have?
44 Magnum.
The best part
What?
is I have a lot of
Yep.
I have a good bit of ammunition for a weapon that a weapon type I don't even have.
How did you manage that?
Did
Because
they
I
give
have
you
a
power cells?
Yeah, because the science tag skill gives you fusion cells, but it doesn't give you a weapon to use with them.
yeah, just save those for later.
Yeah, save it for
Yeah.
a surprise tool.
Or
but
for
hopefully-
trading.
Or that.
Yeah, or for trading.
Yeah, ammunition, also a viable currency.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, if I'm remembering correctly, let me look at it. Fusion cells are worth 3 caps a pop,
Doggone it. Where do I find the stinking...
and I've got 9 of them, so it's 27 caps if I need it.
Is it I just have a flamethrower? Is that how that works?
I believe you have a flamethrower. Let's find out.
Man, maybe I should have put some points into agility then.
I think
Fine. I don't need to use it.
big guns is governed by endurance,
Here we go.
This is true.
so you'd want points in endurance.
Yeah, see previous statement. Maybe I should have put points into that.
Fire rate 2 damage.
And of course, melee weapons are based on
Melee.
are based on
Strength.
strength, right?
Yep.
Sounds
And melee
correct.
weapons, skill presumably.
Once again, guess what I don't have?
Hey, you have ranked. You can get them, and hey, you know, as you level up, you can always get them later.
This is true. This is true.
You
Wow.
just have to you have to actually make it to the leveling up part.
Ooh.
That's why we have you. You can shoot them before they shoot me.
Why is it
Got it.
Switchblade?
It's on the armor.
Piercing 1.
Where are the weapons?
Ooh, what does concealed do? I assume that's like hidden.
Yeah, I think it's like that.
1 worth.
Oh, I was gonna search function. Go faster. There you go. Enemies do not spot a concealed weapon unless you're wielding it, or if through a thorough search and succeed at a test of difficulty 2. So they have to actively pat you down, basically, to know you even have it. Unless you're literally holding it in your hand and it's not concealed because
Yeah.
you're shooting them with it.
I love how one of the weapons is just called Handy Rock.
Hey, you never know when a rock's gonna be handy.
You just pick up a handy rock and you throw it at somebody. Or actually, that was a melee weapon. You hit them with it.
And I threw a rock at him. It was a big rock.
I need to use my melee skill, but I don't want to use my fist.
I love how
Um,
we can upgrade my flamethrower to be napalm.
Oh boy.
The butler bot's got napalm.
Oh god.
If anybody takes gun nut, that's a thing that we can do.
Small gun. Those are
Well, I
based on
think-
perception, right?
There's also Corbinian was saying that because we live on the ship, we'll have access to most of those people. We'll just have to pay for it,
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
as opposed to a more like Wastelander campaign where you have to take it yourself.
Yeah. We can pay people.
Melee is strength based.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's small guns? Perception.
Small guns is agility based.
Agility.
Oh, agility. Okay.
Explosives and energy weapons are your perception-based damage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It does say in the description, you might use charisma to hold someone at gunpoint or endurance to remain trained on a target. So
Yeah, but those are.
but your default is agility if you're just
Uh,
good old fashioned putting a hole in somebody.
Question. So if I have this flamethrower because it's one of my arms, do I count the carry weight?
Yeah, it's on you. You're
Okay,
carrying it.
yeah.
I know the robot mods and stuff. It actually tells you how it changes your carry. Like I don't know if the weapons do, but the armor and stuff does. Like it'll call out whether it adds or reduces your carry weight.
Rarity
50. 51.
I'll add that in the. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got that. Okay. And then I need my buzz thingy.
Good thing is
Oh,
you
wait,
get 20
I-
shots of your whatever weapon you have because you're a handy. That's your trait because you're Mr.
Oh.
Handy Robot.
Yep. 20 shots. Cool. And then it actually gives me the stats for my buzzsaw in my origin, wherever that is. Where did they go?
Okay, and then I just need
554.
damage for my.
Thank you.
Yeah, now I just need the.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
see
need the weight
flamer.
cost and rarity for my switchblade.
I love Switchblade as a thing that the friggin' vaulters get. I'm like, are you kidding me? I guess some vault
rule.
dollars are.
Just
Yeah,
whips out a switchblade.
Look,
Don't
Tunnel
worry.
Snake's rule.
it has a comb attachment.
120.
Okay. Big guns is endurance. Actually, we'll add the melee weapon. What is melee? Oh, melee uses strength. That's right.
Yep.
Skill would be melee weapons. Surprise, surprise. Qualities is where I list stuff like
Piercing,
Piercing,
and
yeah.
all that other fun stuff. Yeah.
Okay, I believe that is it. Okay, I have plenty of carry weight. That's yeah.
damage
14
is where I
pounds
write.
out of
Sorry.
total 190.
Actually, I'm guessing from like something like adamantine skeleton, something that's 1+. It is. I haven't gotten it. It's gonna take a bit to hear back from the official people because it's not in the errata. But I think it means you can't take it at level 1, but you would take it at level 2, and then like it's every other. That's my guess from that. And for stuff that's like rank 1, level 4+, you can only take it at like because other whatchamacallit, other perks you get as part of creation. Like from 0 to 1, you are getting this.
Yeah.
But that's just my read so far. I'll have to read more and poke the Discord and go, hey, so how does this work?
So what'd you take for your perk?
Who?
Winchester.
Oh, I took. Well, now I'm seeing if it's still legal because I don't remember if it's governed by any of these things. I took quick hands, which means
Agility 8
I
is all it
can-
requires. So you're good.
okay, yeah, I can spend 2 AP to double the fire rate. So the theory behind that is, depending on how much AP we have, right? If I shoot first, because shooting first means you get to take an action before the initiative starts. I can use the survivor trait, a fast shot, to shoot and then take a second major action at only 1 AP instead of 2 AP. And if we have enough, I can also add a quick hands on that to double the fire rate. So normally normally with a 44 pistol, you could have a fire rate of 1, right? But if we have a lot of AP and I can shoot first, I can change that to a fire rate of 4 effectively.
Oh my gosh.
I took Aqua Boy. I no longer take radiation damage from swimming in irradiated water, and I can hold my breath for twice as long as normal.
That might
Time
be
to go
handy in an ocean campaign.
Yeah.
At rank 2, which I can take in 3 more levels, enemies add +2 to the difficulty to test to detect me while I am underwater.
Neat.
But
Hey, question.
That's at level 4.
Answer.
When I'm putting weapons into my character sheet, when it says damage, is that the number of dice? So it's like,
Yep.
because the buzzsaw has 3 dice, so.
You just put 3. Yep.
Cool. Alright, awesome. I have to go back and find the flamer, and actually, no. Actually, I need to add the pincer first. Pincer. Unarmed. Unarmed also uses strength, question mark? It's strength, I just...
Yeah, strength more often than not.
Okay. I think I'm good to go.
Let's find out if you're wrong. You're Gregory?
Yeah, I don't. Why
Okay.
is that? I don't think that's right.
Hey.
Multi-kit. That actually does. I will add a more in-depth description to the Vault Kit later. Matter, origin, Vault Dweller, description, bio. That's. Yeah, I think I've nailed down everything that's mechanically relevant to this sheet. I can add in like fluff and background and backstory stuff at a later point.
I just saw how much damage a 44 Magnum does, and I'm now very scared. It's like 6. Where's the flamer stats? Where's the stinking
Touch
big
blade.
guns?
That's it.
Stats. There it is.
Okay, there it
Okay.
is. Ooh.
For the weapon, you may want to specify that it's a 10mm pistol, because I think other stuff does take 10mm as an ammo type.
Yes. I think so. Costs 100. The most expensive thing I have.
I'm gonna hopefully want to get an energy weapon at some point because it is one of my tag skills.
It's called in the thing, just to make sure I'm not giving it the wrong name.
Wait.
Oh, wait, hang on.
That's 10mm pistol. Got it. Hey. No,
Actually,
Wait, what? There we go. 10mm pistol. There. And you're missing some qualities, such as it being close quarters. And it being reliable. Boop.
Okay, I'm good.
You don't have a tag with it, so you don't need to tag it. Switchblade. Call it. Oh, okay. Melee. Switchblade. Handy rock thrown. Gun bash. What's the weight of it? As gun. Gun bash as two-handed gun. Concealed is a quality. Okay. Perks. Ultra, I know what that is. You'll fill in your bio. I know what Volkit does. It seems you do as well. And I will pick on you about your experiment in every so often. As for Akaboy, that may change in the future because we don't know yet if you can take that rank 1 or not. But for now, we are, because my reading of the book as written, that's correct. I don't know if you're supposed to take every other level or it's a level 1 thing. I don't know. So far you're correct because you're as correct as I am.
Okay.
Caps, you only get 10? I thought you would have more. Oh, you don't have barter. That's why. That's why. Never mind.
Wait, do you get more caps if you have barter?
Yep. You get like so many d20s of caps.
I must not have found that bit in character creation yet.
Oh, there's a it's check what your tag skills are, because your tag skills give you more thing.
Ah.
You have a potted plant as your trinket, one presumes.
Yes.
A lab coat, because science. Formal hat, formal clothing because of speech. Vault, jumpsuit, yep. Fusion cell, ammo, yep. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, you are tacitly special. More I than anything else. Please don't ask this poor person to lift anything. They will hurt themselves.
I don't think any of us can lift anything.
I'm able to lift slightly better now, but I'm not talkable at all anymore.
That's fine.
We forgive you. The party forgives you.
Well,
Yep.
if you don't, I'm not going to be able to tell you otherwise, but I will be able to punch you.
We call that Stalinist politics.
You'll show those whole rats.
Where do I put caps? Is that under gear?
That seems like
Yep,
where you
there
go.
it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even gives you the different types of currency you have, but caps is the one you really care about because the other ones don't
Yeah.
come up that much. And new money, the only new money you'd run into is NCR money, which that is a thing. NCR money is a thing because you're in the NCR.
Yeah. It's an
For
NCR
now.
little expedition here.
Well, it's a joint expedition.
Oh yeah.
Well, each of them would probably tell you, well, this is a Vault Tech expedition. Well, this is more of an NCR expedition. You're both wrong. It's a Brotherhood Steel thing, operation. The just regular survivors of the wasteland. Can we just go? We really don't care which one of you flies the flag. We just want to be not here anymore.
Understandable. Okay. I think my sheet's complete, unless I did something horribly wrong.
What? You are super special in your charisma.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. How does that work?
How's that
1,
work?
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. How do you have 9 charisma and 8 intelligence?
Because it was one of the things that it said you could do?
You have 5
Like-
points. Oh, you used an array.
Yes, I use an array.
Oh, well, 2 of the things are 4 in that array. One's
Oh,
9, one's an
I
8,
should
3
go-
are 5s, and 2 are 4s.
I didn't read that bit. I will go fix that. One moment.
Don't worry, I did.
Oh man.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna make his strength a 4 because he's not good at that.
I'm gonna to do so much
Okay,
like
fixed.
switching out my outfits.
It will be a little slower than it is in the game because you actually have to like dress and undress. So if you're standing in front of somebody, you can't get out of a power suit and then throw on an evening dress
Click,
without
The
attracting.
different
Oh, yes.
outfits do different things.
Yeah, they give you
But-
they give you bonuses and stuff.
But
Oh,
what
I
if
guess mine doesn't actually.
what if
Yeah.
I'm standing? What if I'm standing in front of an important NPC and there's a charisma check?
Well-
Can I just like quickly change out of my perception clothes and into my charisma clothes, like right there in front of them to get that
You
check
just
made?
Put your fedora on. That's what you do. You just quickly put it on and
Yeah,
tilt it to the
'cause-
right angle, and there you go.
Because what I currently have is I have a set of intelligence clothes, a set of charisma clothes, a vault jumpsuit that gives me, that's where my actual like combat defenses are, to an extent.
God, Flamer.
And
Give
I
me-
do have a hat that I can wear. I do have a charisma hat that I can wear separate of the other outfit.
Wait, so every time we get into combat, you need to find yourself a phone booth? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, that's mutants and mastermind.
Yeah, I saw the flamer stats too, Corby, and I was like, oh no.
Gee, I wonder if you have the charisma for inspirational.
Brother,
I
get the
should.
flamer.
It
The
says
heavy
the minimum
flamer.
is 8, and I took 9, so
No attachments, no traits.
Thinking of getting yourself a flamer. Gonna burn some
I-
heresy.
no, as a Mr. Handy Robot, I come built with one as one of my arms.
Oh boy.
It's
So-
okay, I can't shoot for crap because 1, it's inaccurate, 2, I have no endurance.
So you are missing your Mr. Handy Robot trait.
Oh. I failed to realize that was a trait. What does the trait do? Oh, it's the perception checks are easier, right?
and that you're immune to rad and poison. You can't use chems. You don't benefit from food. All that stuff.
Yeah, I'll
Just
go
want to make
find
sure
out
you
real quick.
knew that you had that trait. I was like, you didn't write it down, so I'm not sure if you know you have that.
Yeah, hang on. Where is the stinking?
5/5.
Thank you. Ah, yeah, here it is. Also, my carry weight cannot be above 150 except for with, like, special gear. Trait. Add. Yep. Mr. Handy.
I should be sitting there while you're filling it out.
I do not get any addition on it. Hang on. I do not get any additional tag skills from this thing, but I can ignore difficult terrain because I fly, and I'm immune to rad and poison. So if anybody ever tries to gas us unconscious, I'll still be up.
Yeah. Just go into one of the small spaces on the ship. I'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. All right. Yeah, that is added in my as a trait is Mr. Handy.
Boop.
As a robot.
A robot.
Robot.
Get rid of mine.
Floating spare parts.
Done.
Back off you.
Gear.
Yeah, found it.
Don't worry, you're charismatic. Convince me not to do it.
This was
I have a robot repair kit on me. Remember, I make all of your clean water, so maybe don't take me apart.
And that's just a mechanism inside you that does that. We can take that out.
Hey, wait a second.
So you have a buzzsaw, a flamer, and a pincer. Yep.
And because of the pincer, I can actually manipulate things, like doors
Yeah.
and tools.
All right.
Yeah, because it gives you. It gives you like there is an option where you can just not have a pincer.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you can just straight up not have a pincer. You can have a third arm that's something else. And it's like, well, if you do this, you can't do the certain checks and you can't open doors, but have fun.
You can open doors. You've got a buzzsaw.
Yes, but for some reason, people want their door to still be there when you're done with it.
Eh.
I mean, not in abandoned factories.
No, this is true.
What about the feral ghouls that live there? They
That's
might
what the
not.
buzzsaw and
Buzzsaw's also
flamethrower is for.
I don't. Is it acceptable to say they don't count? Because they don't count.
Once they're feral, they no longer count.
Unless you're that one that one Brotherhood of Steel guy from Fallout 4. Then they still count.
Who's next
yeah,
that's ready
true.
to be examined to see if they're special?
I mean, I'm done.
You're done. Is Retard Katran?
Yes. Katran.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. There's your cat. Oh, let's just start from the beginning. Pipe gun and knuckles.
You gotta be within
Oh.
2 feet of him, but if you're within that 2 feet, he's super dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, melee weapon options were knuckles, a switchblade, or I forget what else, but it was something else equally.
I think it's a baseball bat.
Yeah, it gave me the option of machete or tire iron, but machete was, tire iron was just worse option. Like there was nothing redeemable about it.
You could use it to get tires off of stuff.
I guess.
Hey, that's metal and rubber. Like, don't discount that.
That's what the buzzsaw is for.
What do I need tires for?
Rubber. Metal.
You can just cut the tire off if all you want is rubber.
What are you cutting it off with?
A
The
machete.
buzzsaw.
You're cutting off from the axle of a car with your machete.
No. You just cut the rubber part of the tire off. You don't take the wheel off, the whole wheel off.
Well, you need the
just cut it
hub.
off in chunks.
You need the wheel. You need the hub.
Not if you just
Not
want the rubber.
not if
The
all
rim.
I'm after is rubber.
I mean that's true, but like, aim
And if I
high.
want steel, I'll call in the guy with the flamer and the buzzsaw to come like.
We'll actually write one later. I just saw you type that.
Yeah, I also need to come up
I
with
put like 3 words in the bio just to give a general idea of what he was, but then I was like, we'll write more later. I'm not writing out that right now.
Yeah, same.
Figure it out. Here, I'll add another word to it.
Jury rig. It's under J. There it is. I found it. So. Young NCR engineer trooper. So like we're talking 5, 6.
It's the NCR, man.
Small frame. Description. M small. Leave alone.
Yes.
Oh, your carry weight. Oh no. Oh no. Tough close.
That refixed. It should. I edited that in the back, and it's gone back to being that. So I'll change that again later.
Oh, I found your father's medal. They fought the good fight at Hoover Dam.
But he didn't say he was part of the Legion.
No, the other side.
Oh, I just assumed since you said the good fight.
Oh, I see how it is. I see someone wants to be
You were the
left
one saying
behind.
no slavery earlier.
So I have never played Fallout New Vegas. I just knew it was a controversial take, so I was like, now's the time to just be controversial.
All right, is Mato ready to be examined for speciality?
Yeah.
Oh, you reduced some by 4. That's what you did. I was like, how'd you have a 9? That's how.
Yeah, I have 2
Nine.
4s.
Did that fix it? Let's find out. It did not. 3.
Get better, scrub. No.
Every time I do edit that thing in the back of the sheet, it just seems to unedit itself at a random time. So my carry weight will fluctuate between 180 and...
It's quantum carry weight.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm just not small, I guess. I don't know. If you need someone to get into a tiny place, I can do that. Maybe. Well, actually, I should. Do I need to change that thing?
So how do you know how much ammo you use when you make an attack?
It's a good question.
Oh, I'm still trying to puzzle over your special stats. I can't do the math for some reason. 9, 7, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4.
Oh, here it is. Page 89 under fire rate.
How do you have your special for Moto? I'm not seeing how you got that.
Let me go back.
Yeah, because I think some weapons can fire more than one ammo in one go.
Yes. That was what the question was about. You just spend additional ammunition to increase the damage you inflict.
And actually, sometimes a complication thing is that I force some guns will fire one more shot than you wanted.
That is a complication, yeah. Fire rate is the highest number of those you can spend to get extra damage.
Yeah, like my what's it? My 10mm has a fire rate of 2.
So does my pipe gun.
2, 3.
Actually, I sort of think about range,
5,
and then I
6, 7.
realize I don't actually have it noted down on what the range of the pipe gun's supposed to be, but I'm gonna guess it's terrible.
Oh wait, I can't do math. You turn 2 of them down to 4, so you have a total of 7 points to spend. Don't mind me. I couldn't do math.
Pipe gun.
I'm glad you figured it out because I was struggling to find the place in the book that told you how to do all this. It was just like, I'm pretty sure I followed the correct method of subtracting to increase other places, but
Oh,
Pipe
that was a
gun
test and you
is-
passed. Good for you.
Pipe gun is close quarters, unreliable.
see, I did that so that when
Or-
you checked the stats of the 44,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know that I buffed it a bunch. I faked you out.
I had the unreliable thing. There is close quarters. Yep. 3.
I think
I
all
need
of
to
our
shove
weapons are
this
close
down your
quarters.
throat.
Yep.
We'll fix that later.
There was a sniper build I was thinking about going with, but that's the next character.
We also memed that when we talked about it beforehand of you sitting on a hill like
Oh, I
3,
thought
4
it was-
rangebands away, and then the GM's like, and suddenly you hear mole rats.
I thought I was playing Fallout 4 today, and I thought about that joke because I was flying in a Brotherhood of Steel vertibird and shooting at a place I know that mole rats spawn. And it's like, what if one of them popped up out of the bottom of the vertibird?
Fire rate 4. Oh no. I should have
Oh,
had that to my flamer. Oh no.
right. Actually, so here's
Hey, what's my job?
Bleakley.
So are we actually close to doing anything, or?
Wow.
Hang on.
Friggin' put me on blast, why don't you? Jeez.
Wow. Gee.
No,
Okay.
that came across far weirder than I meant it. to.
Fucking What a decade, eh, boys?
I have recorded evidence. Everyone saw it now.
Yeah.
Gotta start my own subreddit
Yeah.
and get you in trouble. Just kidding. No one cares. No one cares about me, man. No.
Okay, it's
But yes,
also
we are. We
close
are.
range. Close quarters just means I can actually stick it in your chest without a penalty.
Yeah, you can fight while in melee. That's what this close quarter is.
Great, pipe gun and knuckles. That's gonna be.
So we are actually within range
Flamethrower.
of doing something if everyone's still good to go.
Let's
Where do
do
you
it.
put range in the weapons?
Oh,
So when
that's
you're
a question.
done, yeah, when you're done, actually putting in with the
I see.
cogwheel, you close it, and then you just click on that, and it gives you a little pop-up selection menu.
Cool.
There's, I'm guessing melee is just also C.
Yep, probably.
Should technically be T, like touch range, but that's not a thing to
There
put in
isn't
there.
one.
I
Ah,
know.
wait, it's fine.
It's fine.
I mean, that doesn't matter with the pipe gun because the pipe gun's also touch range. So all of my weapons are touch range.
Oh, cool.
I
There's
suppose
a,
it could be longer than that if I threw it.
ooh, there's a whisper toggle on this sheet.
Yes, so you can whisper rolls to the GM.
That's not something the Star Trek sheets have.
Well, it doesn't make sense because it's a 2d20 is a very open roll game because that's how you get your momentum and your threat and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, very teamworky.
Yeah, whisper rolls to the GM is just the toggle that the secret enclave guy has.
Not like anyone's like that in this group.
Heh.
And if they were, I wouldn't tell you. I would just hint at it.
Stop it.
Ominously.
Oh, come on. A pipe gun isn't touch range. You can fire in close range. You just have to be in the same range band. That's all. You just have to be in the same room.
No, it also has the benefit of I can actually be right up against you in touch range.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I'm in melee with you. Haha, you get penalties. No, I don't.
No, I don't. This thing's too shit to get penalties.
Whereas the flamer is just like, oh, you got closer to me?
Oh, right. You're asking
Okay.
about your job. Is that job thing like a... where's that come from? Is that a mercenary thing or...
That's a mercenary thing.
Yeah, it's a mercenary thing.
Well...
It's actually just somewhere close by. It's on the ship. It's just on the ship.
The close by settlement. You mean the boats?
Yeah.
We decided to redeem that in the middle of the ocean. It's like, where are we going?
Someone's giving you a job. It's to clear out.
Go to New Vegas and kill this dude. No, what, but I'm already on the boat. It's too late. It's nearby.
Well, there's Mirelurks in the bilge. That's what you're gonna deal with.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is what we're probably gonna have to deal with.
You
Oh,
can stop
gosh.
giving him these whenever you feel like.
Well, I mean, now I have a token for it, so... Although I probably can't use this one. I have to probably use something else, but still.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I know where that's from. Yeah.
It's from some video game where you play as a shark eating people.
Yeah, I've played that game.
And there's the
Nice.
DLC that's everything's atomic.
Everything's
So,
atomic.
Harpoons, anyone?
You want to play Black Flag for Assassin's Creed Black Flag?
Yeah.
Start the whale mini game.
Yep. All I'm thinking of is from Futurama, the whalers on the moon.
What?
The oh my god, it's the whole it's like a Disney in Futurama on the moon. There's like a Disney World exhibit, like Disney World type, like It's a Small World exhibit about whalers on the moon. And it's the silliest thing, and it has this dumb jingle, and it lives in my head rent free.
Boop. And I'm going to give you some job info in a second. Nope. Was it 50 caps is the reward? 50 caps. And messaging you with what it says. Double checking what I have. There you go. According to someone on the Fallout Rule Query channel, 1+ means you can take the first rank at level 1, the next rank can be taken at higher intervals, and the space between ranks is in the text of each perk.
Okay. So yeah, I can have Aqua Boy at level 1.
That answers half my question, at least. Thank you, person.
Hey, JM, what did you take for your perk?
Jury rigger.
Oh.
Did you fuck it up? I can make it work again.
Oh, good. Good. That's a nice
Just
redundancy
ask
to have.
nicely.
That's all my character can do is ask things very nicely.
So, any other questions or concerns before we try a bit of prologue adventuring?
Sure. I am gonna have to leave in about an hour and a half, though.
Yep.
Don't worry, we can finish it without the Volter.
Well, if the Volter drops first, it solves everything.
Exactly. We'll just loot him for all he's worth. Which is a lot, apparently.
Your prologue is kill the Volter. It's not like I gave a note.
It's a manhunt.
It's not like I gave a description of his character to Winchester or anything in the thing. So.
That's his job.
It's only 50 caps.
Fascinating.
50 caps to take out the Volter. You can keep his Pip Boy too.
Glad to see my life is worth so much.
You're welcome.
I mean, your life is actually worth a lot because you have a Pit Boy and a med kit.
Exactly.
So it's worth those things plus 50 caps.
Yeah, the
You're worth a
bounty's
lot on
like,
the
we'll
open
pay you
market.
50 to do it, but you get to keep whatever he had. Just bring us his jumpsuit. That's the proof.
Yeah, and you'll know it's him because he has this special 003
Yeah,
jumpsuit,
exactly.
not the 03 jumpsuit.
Actually, before I pull you to this map. So, to reiterate, for everyone here and also those watching this afterward, well, I can just read out the thing, because it's a whole thing. In the desolate aftermath of the cataclysmic devastation of 2077, humanity twisted and mutated, morphing into grotesque remnants of the world it once knew. Amidst the eerie glow of nuclear fallout and the ashen remnant of civilization, the world persisted, battered but unyielding. And yet, amidst the wreckage, the harbingers of conflict continued their relentless dance. The malevolent designs of super mutants, fueled by an insatiable thirst for dominance, were thwarted time and again. The vestiges of the old world, the arcane remnants of forgotten technologies, emerged from the rubble, granting not just survival, but the flickering promise of prosperity. In this maelstrom of ruin and despair, new faiths and communities emerged, defiant sparks of hope against the encroaching darkness. And then, amidst the chaos, emerged a new California Republic, a rallying cry for the downtrodden and weary, a nation-state born from the ashes, uniting the fractured souls under a single banner. The Brotherhood of Steel, an enigmatic order, wrestled with the ethereal purpose and righteous employment of ancient technology, spreading its influence across the barren expanse of the North American wasteland. These were just a few of the forces that reshaped the shattered visage of mankind and rewrote the annals of history. But amidst the lingering shadows of desolation, a glimmer of hope emerged. A revelation concealed in the depths of the vast Pacific, a distant shore where salvation lay, where a city rose above the churning ocean, a forgotten island now unveiled. No longer relegated to the realms of legend, this place promised not only a resurgence of hope, but a reconnection to the wider world beyond the infinite horizon. A place known as the Isle of Twilight. And we'll go into more detail about that in a bit, but we cut over to a massive construction. A ship that spans an entire dock somewhere in the the new California Republic. And there are all kinds of people with their tickets in hand, ready to go and see new horizons, new adventures. Some things being packed on, like Mr. Handy robots, some NCR soldiers piling in, some Children of Atom folk getting ready to head off, some Protectrons being waddling their way over, various wastelanders ambling over in their ragged clothes, some Vault Dwellers who are coming from 003 and even further away, but most of the people have the 003 on their back. The people who helped build the great ship, the new Ark of Humanity. Some people, some Brotherhood of Steel people who are scribes and what's the other one? Initiates. Knights actually get the power armor. The power armor guy is already aboard and doing stuff, but the initiates and scribes are starting to be called in and do stuff. And probably not right next to the Brotherhood of Steel person, so let's move you in the line. Some sapient ghouls marching their way over. And super mutants in low numbers, which are making everyone a little nervous, but don't worry, the people of the ship do promise that they will be taken care of, and the Brotherhood of Steel promises they will definitely be taken care of if they don't behave themselves. So I'll probably put you over here. So there are all kinds of people. Lining up. The ship before you is this massive construction of a mashed up battleship mixed with a cruise liner with faded, with a sort of mixed paint job of Vault-Tec blue and gold, some darker, more gunmetal grays, like just very metallic sheens, polished metal bits of the Brotherhood of Steel with a big old black stamp of the gears and sword and wings. Stencils of the strange emblem of the Church of Adam, who surprisingly are being perfectly reasonable about this sort of thing. Because normally they're can be kind of freaky and kind of freak people out, but the ones going on this trip, they believe this is a new hope, a new dream to be discovered and achieved. I'm moving the ship. That should be on this layer. There we go. And there is some music being played, as you can hear. The New Arc radio, as it has its own little radio station broadcasting from this massive ship with high walls. It has like machine gun turrets all along the upper part of the upper deck. The swivel of the gun kind of tracking back and forth. And some Vault-Tec crew kind of with their Pip-Boy's plugged into them, kind of watching warily. And we also have Mr. Handy, who I've drawn on for some reason. What can you tell us about the Mr. Handy that's hovering behind a super mutant?
Well, if you've been introduced to him, or if you've been within 15 feet of him introducing himself, you'll know that his name is Bleakley. Originally signed, funnily enough, as part of Vault Zero's. Well, I have to work that. He might working on backstory. He'll either be from Vault 003 because I know they had robots in there.
Oh, they
Or at
do,
least
yeah.
in some of the vaults. Yeah. So, likely part of that because I can't think of any other good reason. But yeah, he was part of Vault 003. He has kept to most of his original programming as a Mr. Handy. You know, butler duties, cleaning, cooking. More lately, he's developed sort of a talent for like smoothing things over, especially ruffled feathers. He's very good at kind of calming people down and also making a good deal, which he had to do to get all the spare parts to fix himself. Also, as a result of having to fix himself so much over the years, like to perform his own maintenance, he's rather good at just fixing things in general.
And what arms are flexing around the rock, the thing hovering off the ground?
Oh, yeah. So on he's got 3 eye stalks and then 3 arms. He is the standard Mr. Handy robot model. So that would be, he's got a buzzsaw in one arm, a pincer on one, and a little flamethrower on his third arm, which is entirely for cooking and for no other reason.
Gotta make sure that it's got like the perfect char across it, right?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
His creme brulee is amazing.
Does he have a affectation of an accent that's been programmed in? Or does he have a more Amaro accent?
He is straight up, if you've ever heard Cogsworth, basically that. It's British. He's got the standard British butler model.
Painfully British, yes. You know.
Oh, yes. Quite so, sir.
Lovely.
Isn't it love? No. So you're putt-putting along. One thing you would know is that various robots have been. Some of them have been recovered by the Overseer in their expeditions when they first went about. Some of them are the vast amount of robots that they had at Vault 003. Vault 003 is actually lucky in that it was fairly intact and its operation was very successful.
Yeah, it had one of those experiments that like was actually about testing something useful and not just like screwing over its occupants.
I wonder what happens if builds a whole vault for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas this one seemed to be built around a massive shipyard hidden within the coastline to help build the new arc of mankind.
That's handy.
Hey, I see what you did there.
Ha 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 ha.
And right,
Totally an accident, I promise.
right behind him. Oh, hold on. I just realized that I gave you the Mitsubishi token, but I didn't give you a way to control it. That's going to be relevant in the future. So let's give you a nameplate. Mitsubishi has a name.
Yes.
So who is the vault dweller behind Mr. Bleakley?
Gregory Finch, expert in marine biology and general medicine. He's just sort of clicking away at his Pip-Boy on his left wrist, just sort of scrolling through his latest test results from his latest radio bioluminescence test. Quite fascinating research, and he bumps into Bleakley. Oh, sorry. Didn't see you there, Bleakley.
Oh, that's quite all right, Master Finch. Are you all right? You seem distracted of late.
Yes. I had a lot of data tapes to collate and pair. I hope they all got put on board all right.
How exciting!
Yeah. Question, GM. What do I? Especially because I'm from Vaulto 003. What would I know about the possible lab space on board?
There would be dedicated. There would be some lab, some workshop and lab space on the ship that the Vault Dwellers control in the central part of the ship. Actually, more truthfully, the ship is the vault. It's just the vault can float. It's kind of the. So if anyone actually if someone goes to where 003 was, they're gonna find this gutted out part of the California coastline. There's just nothing there anymore. But yeah, there's stuff that's for the Vault Dwellers, and then there's dedicated spots for in the NCR garrison and the Brotherhood garrison. But the vault has its own stuff in the amidships, whereas they're given the 4 areas to house themselves and make their own spaces.
So hopefully all of my things get loaded on okay. I'm sure I'm gonna have to deal with the Brotherhood of Steel Liaisons. They like their data.
Oh yes, very curious chaps, aren't they?
Right. But hopefully, I'm really excited about this. Most specimens I've managed to examine have been close coastal specimens. I can't wait to see what we encounter when we reach deeper waters. I've only heard stories.
What sort of stories, sir?
Oh, giants.
You see the eye stalk that's currently looking at you, because the other two are still looking ahead, kind of the lens widens. Giants, sir? Are you quite sure that's safe?
Oh, certainly not. And he has a big old grin on his face.
I eat giants, says the super mutant in front of you.
Yeah, I figured that was coming.
And he laughs heartedly, alarming a lot of the other people in line for a brief second.
I was going to say, out of character, what's the over-under on that specific super mutant getting eaten by a sea monster?
Depends how fast he jumps overboard.
How fast did he go?
The last we see of him, he's trying to eat a tentacle as it's dragging him off the boat.
Ah, no fair. But behind you walks up, I believe, an NCR soldier.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Freed. So who are we looking at? Who's walking up to the vaulter in their Mr. Handy?
A rather short, 5'5" around about, mousy looking, messy, dirty brown red hair. Very, very mousy. Uniform kind of fits, maybe. Definitely looking very nervous, if not out of place, I imagine, considering everyone else.
Yeah, the motley of crew of the New Ark of Mankind is introducing a rather interesting assortment of people of the Wasteland.
It's we're leaning slightly around the vaulter just to look at the Hansy. The Mr. Hansy. Handy.
Handsy.
Has a name.
Handy.
That's a different kind of That was for the Vegas line.
This
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's for cards. Jeez. Cause they do hands. Get it? Cards.
They deal
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah. Question. How old is this NCR soldier whose name I
He's
just
like-
spaced?
Freedheart. It's like, I'll say 20.
20. Okay, so this will make sense. Oh, hello
Yeah,
there, young
Fin-
man. Would you
Finch
you
is
like
about
me
the
to
same.
tailor that outfit for you?
No? Probably not. Maybe. I'm sorry. Is that what you do?
Among
You're-
many other things, yes, I am programmed primarily as a butler. My arms and tasks are multifaceted, and as he says that, he like snaps the pincer and revs the saw.
Hey, don't do that.
My apologies, good fellow.
See, I don't know if they would let me have that done.
Oh,
They might get a little bit mad. Maybe. Or they might not be able to tell. I don't know. I'm new to all of this.
didn't realize there was a regulation against well-fitting clothing.
I would think so. They gave me boots and said they fit everyone.
Ah, I see. Oh,
I'm-
my apologies. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I am Bleakley.
Freedheart, Katran.
Pleasure to meet you, Master Katran.
Good to meet you too, Bleakley. Huh.
If I can ever be of service, please do let me know.
I'll keep that in mind. What is that panel secured properly?
Is this a panel on?
Yes.
Is this
It's like,
on the road, or is this-
no, he's like half lifting an arm to point, then trying not to point. He's just looking at you.
One of the eye stalks will like pivot to look at it. He's like, "That's my stars. It's come loose again," and he just taps it with the pincer, and it knocks back in place.
Plink. The minute the eye sock comes up, it just kind of comes loose again.
Would you like me to maybe help? I can do that.
Oh, are you a maintenance man?
Ah ha 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 ha.
I would so appreciate the help. It's rather hard to do maintenance on oneself. One can't quite always get the perfect view.
Just gonna look at the Gregor and be like, excuse me, as he just the slightly wider than necessary shuffle around him.
Gregory had gone back to looking at his Pip-Boy, and he just like completely didn't even like register that you were there. Oh,
Just
sorry,
having a
sorry.
conversation past you as well.
Yeah.
It's like, and his amazing engineering tool it's just a multi-tool. It works. Maybe, presumably, he'll just try to tighten that up.
Let's find out together.
Oh, yay.
That's,
Oh boy!
that looks like a difficulty 1 repair check.
Watch me crit fail.
Just rips an entire arm off.
There, it won't fall off anymore.
Okay. I don't even know how to roll this. I'm guessing it's that button on the top left.
You just click on the skill.
Oh, do I?
Yep. You just click on the name.
Repair. Okay. Lovely. And then additional buy sort of thing we buy, I would guess.
Yes, with action points.
I'm guessing I'll just like give you one to roll an extra one. Is that how that works?
You can
Or
give me
is
one
it-
if you want an extra die.
Yeah, sure. I'm just trying to figure this out as we go at the moment. So yeah.
Hooray!
Speaking of action.
You generate a action point. Who wants to keep
That
track
was-
of those? Because those are your points, not mine. You should be able to grab the
Someone
blue
stop me,
caps.
because I'm eventually gonna have to
I can
leave.
I can do it at the moment.
So.
There you go.
Look, an action point.
Yeah, you're able to
Okay.
get your multi-tool out and kind of get it fastened and fixed in place. It just required an extra little tightening of the bolts, of the screws. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, not bad.
So I mean, I also just realized the multi-tool reduces the difficulty of repair tests by 1 to a minimum of 0. So
Oh, so you'd get 2 action points. My bad.
yeah. I'd
Hooray.
also I was like, I swear the multi-tool did something. I went to go check.
Hey! No cutting in line!
I'm just helping him. I'll go right
No
back.
cutting!
Okay. Just like, yeah, we'll just quickly step back. Yep, nope.
Good. And he looks back.
Finch just looks over to Katran and says, I don't mind him.
There's an awful lot of him to mind.
Ah ha ha. And someone.
Sorry. I'm rude. Gregory Finch. Oceanography.
Friedhart, Katran, Trooper.
And someone slips up behind you as you make your introductions.
Check him out. Does he look like he's 6'2"?
Does who look like they're 6'2"?
You're not 6'2", are you?
No, I just said like 5'5".
Oh! I know why you asked that question.
Yeah, I'm just generally Mattel, a man of medium complexion and dark hair, approximately 5'11", in jeans and a roughly patched shirt. Is generally just looking down the line at everybody, seeing if anyone looks familiar.
I think what you want from me is a roll.
I'll just take the caps. You don't even have to bother.
I mean, you could just attack people. That's true.
Wait, hang on. Are you about to shoot somebody in the line?
Just straight out takes out the mutant. Like, okay.
He's probably taller than 6'2".
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well, no, I'm looking for
yes.
someone who's 6'2".
Whoops.
Oh,
You didn't roll that. I did. I was trying to test something.
Okay.
Hey, it
Oh, you
works.
can't change.
I wasn't sure if it was just bigger than 6'2". I was like, he counts.
It's approximately, so I think 6'1" to 6'3".
Give me survival, but using perception to see difficulty of 2 to see if you see the person you're looking for in the lineup.
All right, I think I can't hit the normal thing. I gotta go up to the top.
No, what you can do is you can click on the. Sorry, I didn't mean to kill your quick roll. You can click over the special name and you can change what slot it's in.
Oh, true. Neat.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, 3 successes. You only needed 2, so you generate a action point is generated. The person you're looking for is not in the lineup, nor are they up on the ramp up into the ship. Like, there's people who match 1 or 2 things, but no one that matches the description on your paper. Which makes sense. There's people at the... You can see further up, there's like NCR and Brotherhood people up, and 003 people up there who are checking everybody's ticket. Which actually, you and Katran would both have an actual ticket in hand that you're supposed to hand off when you board.
Okay.
Does Bleakley have a ticket in his pincer? Like, how does...
Oh no, he's returning back to the ship. He's returning back to the vault. He was off doing something. He's being called back to do something.
Right.
Same with Gregory. It's like they send him off to go get something, and then he's coming back. But you have to wait in line like everybody else because there's only one door in and out of the thing, beyond the combat boarding planks. But they're not deploying those for a good reason. Well, actually, those ones are deployed, but they're moving like power armor and stuff. So this is the
Cargo,
passenger area.
Yeah, I had to go retrieve that holotape that I'm currently reading over. I gotta make sure it's all here.
I'll say to Friedhart, you seen any raiders?
A couple? Not recently?
You need them killed or captured?
I'd certainly
No.
hope not.
Okay, well, if you ever do, name's Matau. Just let me know.
Oh.
Kill,
Oh.
capture. I do it all.
I think you need to talk to someone else.
Oh,
I
mean,
think-
you're wearing the uniform. That's the guys that give it all out, right? The caps and the bounties.
Be my officer.
Oh,
don't-
Where do you think you are?
California, says the super mutant helpfully.
yeah.
Right.
I was coming out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and
Or the what's it? The Mojave.
yeah, I was coming out of the Mojave, and yeah, apparently this is called California, and y'all pay for kill and capture here, so.
And actually, part of the reason you probably have your ticket is you probably did something for, like, the reward was a free ticket on this ship, and with promise of paying work and recurring bounties and stuff like that.
Oh man, no.
I didn't know if you were the guy. There was this raider who was all kinds of stabbing people and stealing from people and being a general menace, and well, I shot him and someone gave me this ticket, so I figured maybe you had more tickets.
I mean, I have one, but it's what I'm supposed to use.
Stamp with the NCR military, like there's a little flag and then there's a big stamp over it saying it's a military ticket.
Say, what did those do? And I point at Bleakley.
Many things. They can do a lot. Well, it depends on what they're programmed for, or were, or what they have ended up learning.
Did Mato say it loud enough for Bleakley to hear?
Oh, you're not that far
Yeah.
away from each other.
Yeah, I have terrible charisma, so I'm not a personable person.
He's like the
Alright.
super mutant.
So I get one of Bleakley's. Actually, no, he only needs one to look forward. Two of his eye stalks are going to rotate backwards to look and focus on Mato. Like, oh, hello! Yes, I am a Mr. Handy. Oh, hang on. What's the full designation for these things? Who built them?
Oh, General Atomics.
Thank you. I am a General Atomics Mr. Handy model companion robot. My primary care errand purposes are butlery, cooking, cleaning, sewing, tailoring. Although now I do dabble in a bit of repair now and then. Pass the time, you know.
I've never seen a Bleakley that looked like this. I did see one that had a bunch of blades on him, and he was kind of mean. But I think that just may have been the company he was keeping.
Oh yes, some people do tend to modify the programming. Of course, there are the Mr. Gutsy models, but those are military, and I only related in shape, I assure you.
And green.
I bet. Say, Bleakley, you would be pretty great in a standoff, wouldn't you?
Why's that, sir?
Well, you see. Oh, come here. You stand there, and I'll stand here, and I'll point to the Superman. He stands there. See, and now if we all drew guns on each other, you'd have difficulty watching both of us. Right? But you have 3 eyes. You can watch 3 people.
Hey, no cutting.
Why, yes, and indeed I can. It's quite useful sometimes, especially when one has to keep an eye on whatever's cooking currently while one is doing the other chores around the house. Can't turn your back and have it burn, you know.
No.
The Superman actually turns around fully. His fists clench. His teeth clench. He's glaring at Mato.
Did you need help with something?
No cutting. Robot first. Then blue boy. Then brown boy. I count.
Not very high, I don't think.
Get back in line.
Have you ever? This is a curve. It goes down and back up.
What?
Is there like dirt on the ground or is it like concrete or something?
Well, there's a bit of like there's a sort of like some stick. It's dirt, but there's like little sticks and like bits of rope to kind of create the sort of line they want.
All right, I take a stick and I draw a line in the ground and see this is line, but look, and then I curve a U shape and I say this is a line, but some points of the line are ahead of the other points. Line, curve, line, curve.
Get back and curve then.
No, that's the point. I am in the curve.
You're gonna need to give me speech for this thing. for it to not want to hurt you because you're confusing.
Are you
it.
intelligence speech? Because I'm trying to give a lesson.
Yeah, you're trying to help it. Well,
it is a very basic lesson in lines.
Well, are you teaching or are you trying not to get punched?
Yes. I mean, yes.
I'll take intelligence here, sure.
Because
also you need to make sure it's not so confusing it makes him mad.
So what do you want me to use?
A speech.
No, I mean, and the special. What stat? You want it charisma?
I wanted charisma, but I could take intelligence.
Okay. Well, I'd rather give you intelligence because it's one higher.
Yeah. And I'll make this difficulty 2. The lesson itself is simple, but he is quite dumb.
I'm gonna buy a dice.
With what?
AP.
Which one?
The blue one.
Okay.
No.
Oh, buddy.
Oh.
You spent one, didn't you?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I spent one.
Yep. I don't suppose I can intervene on this poor, soon-to-be puddle of a man's behalf.
Assist requires him to get at least one hit.
Oh no! Oh, and that's the combat music.
As he clenches his fist, winds back, and tries to slug Mato. Someone had to poke the super mutant. You just had to.
I didn't poke. I didn't get ahead of him.
Hey, he's just trying to make sure everything's fair, okay? So.
Fair is very important.
Yeah, the children of Adam have really insisted on that. Fairness is very important. Well, it's unarmed, thankfully.
So are my knuckle dusters.
I believe this is an opposed roll because he's trying to hit you. But I might be wrong.
I have no idea.
Making an attack. Choosing a weapon. His fist. He's not choosing to hit you anywhere in particular. He's just trying to hit you. He rolls the strength plus melee. Difficulty is equal to your defense. What's your defense?
2.
2. He did not roll.
Because I have really high agility.
I don't think. 8 and 19 is not enough. He winds back and tries to hit you, much to the shock of everyone else in the line. All right, and we have turns.
Oh, do we need to roll initiative?
You don't roll. It's a static number.
Oh! Neat.
Your initiative is predetermined by certain stats.
By your special.
I think, yeah, if you type initiative, if you tap
You
initiative.
just press the button, yeah.
You have to have your token
Yeah.
selected.
Yep, let me just reselect that and press the button. There we go.
There you go.
Jesus Christ, yours is high though.
Yeah, I went high agility.
I was gonna say, there's no way that I am ahead of everybody else in initiative, and I'm not.
All is right with the world.
And the only reason he went faster, even though his initiative is going to be lower, so it will be lower in the following rounds. But the first round, whoever attacks first goes first. So being first off the draw.
And I don't think they so much go first. It's they get an action and then the initiative goes.
Yeah.
So they go twice in the first round because kind of.
They started it. Yeah.
They have one action outside of the initiative.
Uh-huh.
So he still gets another action sometime this turn.
That's unfortunate. You all have this almost like you feel like there's a little visible red skull next to his name. Not sure what that's about, but don't worry about it.
Oh no. You just had to piss off the boss.
Why would you fuck with Mungo?
And he shares the same initiative number as Bleakley, but he started it first, so he goes ahead of you.
Oh no. Don't punch me.
Motto.
I'm just a rogue.
I will note that there's a special thing that will happen at the bottom. Actually, I should add them to the thing. Joop.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Brotherhood are going to do something at the end of the round.
The Brotherhood just opens fire with a couple Gatling lasers.
Because this is all on the mutant at the moment, right? Like, he swung first.
Hey, you might make that conclusion.
Well, yeah, because the question is, do I try to convince him again to stop, or
You just want to cap him.
Maybe
because my charisma is not good.
Us convince him.
It's definitely not good.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to talk people down. You're supposed to make sure these situations don't happen.
Oh well, I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
You made sure the situation did happen.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
you didn't listen to the night.
Forward.
He's the one with the harsh rules about the line.
You're the one who didn't listen to the giant angry green man who said.
Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to listen to super mutants, I'd go live in the capital.
Oops.
Bit of a trip.
Yeah, bit of a journey.
What you doing?
I understand there's there's a law here. This is not quite the wasteland. So I'll give the super mutant a chance. And I'll draw, but the intention is right, this is not a punching match anymore. If you keep going, this is a shooting match. So I'm not shooting him, I'm just like
You're trying to brandish the gun to try to spook him into not fighting you anymore. Well, you know what? There's rules for that.
is there?
Yep. So that's a small gun, right?
Yeah.
Use charisma small guns as you're trying to threaten.
That's what I was thinking, which is not great for me, but it's not the worst.
Difficulty is equal to your mum. No. When in doubt, say 2. So 2.
Oh.
Would you like to buy dice?
I'll spend an action point.
Blue one or a red one?
The blue one.
He made it.
Yeah.
Too much trouble. Turns around, leaves you alone. He falls out of combat unless you guys want to keep fighting him.
No, I holster the
we're
pistol
good.
down.
We're good.
The Brotherhood does. Some Brotherhood guys run up to the thing. There's a lot of commotion up on the thing, and some to get their miniguns out. One of them starts shouting orders at a vault dweller who's like, huh, what? No, I wasn't, what? And then they're tapping at, and then they all look down, and you're not fighting each other anymore. And so one of the people up top laughs and says something, and then gets knocked over by the guy in power armor, and the Brotherhood just seems very disappointed they didn't get to kill a mutie today.
I'll take one step back to stand next to Gregory. So I'm giving the super mutant space, but I'm not capitulating that he doesn't get to manage the line.
He is not, in fact, the line boss. Though he thinks
He's
that
not
title
the
sounds
line
really
manager.
cool. Line manager,
Line
boss.
manager.
Why use long name? Boss makes more sense.
Oh boy.
No, boss. Boy's different.
Oh, I love this guy
Say,
already.
with those eyes, and you're fast talking. Have you ever thought about making some caps?
You can make caps.
Yeah, you just
In
you got to
what
go
res-
find bad people and you shoot them a couple of times and you turn them in.
Oh, yes.
I'm afraid I don't quite
At
follow.
some point.
See, take for example this guy here, and I point to Gregory. Say he murdered someone,
Okay.
theoretically.
All right.
So if he does that, then you go get someone to write on a piece of paper that if you murder him back, you get caps.
Oh no, I don't mean what's the definition of a bounty. I know how that works. I meant what do my eyes and fast talking have to do with it?
Oh, you see, caps are important. So sometimes there's multiple bounty hunters on one bounty. And we all show up at one time and we gotta point guns at each other till people back off.
I'm afraid I only have the one hand that can hold things, sir. The other two have
But-
tools built to them.
You have eyes, you can watch the others when they draw. You won't be able to do anything about it. I get your point. You'll die, but you'll know it happened.
I suppose I shall take comfort in that fact.
I
You what?
don't think the two of us, and he, points between Bleakley and him, and himself. I don't think the two of us are cut from that kind of cloth.
You not cloth. You're meat. He stares
Why
as
do
if
I
that makes
even
total
bother?
sense.
Why do I even bother? And he just goes back to scrolling on his Pip-Boy.
Line slow.
Oh, you didn't hear. The fast line is like it's over about 50 meters up the dock.
Hey, you! Stop teasing the super mutant, says Chilla Adam, who steps around him and points at you. He's just teasing. This is the right line. Hey, no teasing. He's not being mean, are you?
No.
See, he's not being mean. Now look over here. We can play a game. Ooh, I like games, and they're doing something that involves counting and saying a poem. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense what they're doing, but it seems to keep him.
Detonation song.
One,
Yeah, that's the point. This line
two,
hasn't moved
three,
the entire
four.
time.
No, someone up top's someone up the gangplank's really slowing things down.
Who forgot their ticket and is trying to bluster their way through?
Eventually, you see someone being hauled away by some NCR guys down the gangplank. I say, I have money, and that means I get to go on. No, you need a ticket. No, unhand me. Stop. I will sue. What? And they just carry them away, and the line moves forward. It starts moving along a bit, there's
Yay!
actually some people actually start clapping because that guy has been in this line long enough that these people know who that is and have been thoroughly irritated by it.
Mato shakes his head and says, "It's always annoying when the NCR guys do it themselves. Then there's no caps paid out."
You seem to be very singularly interested in caps.
Well, you can do all kinds of things with caps. You can buy Nuka-Cola. You can buy bullets. You can buy a place to sleep. You can buy carrots, moot fruits.
I'm afraid I don't
Pretty sure you
require
can buy a Mr. Handy.
any of those. Do you have a specific goal in mind for your caps? Me, the player, just spotted those 3 random tokens that just appeared on the board.
No, never.
That's more than 3.
What do you mean that's more than 3?
Yeah, it looks like one of those.
Do I need to zoom? Oh, I just zoomed out.
Hey, look, Raiders.
Oh no!
Those aren't raiders. Those are walking caps.
You see some groups of people walking up to the thing. The line is super focused on moving that way because they've been here forever. This line has taken forever to move. Whereas you four are kind of looking. You're talking among yourselves. So you're kind of moving around and looking at each other, and you can see movement of a lot of people in rather ramshackle armor and carrying weapons in their hands.
I say, it seems we're about to have a bunch of extra passengers aboard the boats.
I'm gonna say these look like those guys that this guy hands out caps for. Can I do a perception check of some kind? Can I try to get a sense of who these guys are from a distance?
You can give me survival perception. Survival perception difficulty of 2.
Oof.
Only 1 hit, but someone could assist because at least 1 hit happened.
Anybody else get a perception?
Kind of.
Well, mine is straight up base, so
I have
if
an
it's better
8.
than a 5.
Better than mine.
Oh. Okay, and that I'll just click it, but it'll still roll 2 at that point.
You just take the first dice.
Okay.
No, maybe can you hit roll to assist on mine?
Oh wait, yes I can. No.
You attempted to
Oh,
use
I need to wait a second. You need to look at the value of a. Aha. Okay. I have to select my token and then do it. So perception, survival.
Oh no,
That's a complication.
that's a complication.
Here we go.
You're welcome.
And we don't have the action points to quash that.
Nope, not anymore.
Would anyone else like to assist?
Yeah, you can try, boys.
Uh,
What's the,
Okay,
you see
so-
what the worst that can happen is? I'm the worst
hang
that
on.
can happen. Don't
hang on.
be me.
Hanging
so
on.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
I have because of the fact I'm a robot, I have a skill that lowers the difficulty of perception checks with vision by 1.
If you were the main roller, that would have applied.
So does it apply here?
No, because you're helping someone else.
Dang it. So I'd have to still roll the...
Because you're assisting someone else's inferior perception. Like, look over that way. Which way? You need to narrow it down for me.
I generated a success.
Because I'm taking the first number, not the second number.
Hey.
So
Yeah,
it's-
the
I was about
auto
to do
assist
it,
button on the
thank
bottom
you.
of it is actually a thing. That's neat.
yeah. This is a success so far, but is bleakly assisting. Doesn't have to.
Well, I
This-
mean, we already have 2 successes, so I'm not going to try our luck anymore.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I am quite sure we already have a complication.
You notice that for one, yes, these do look in fact like raiders armed with tire irons and pipe guns, dressed in road leathers. And they seem to be approaching with hostile intent. Unfortunately, it looks like the guns, the super mutant scare and non-fight kind of made people move away from the guns because they didn't think anything bad was going to happen because you're the last ones on before they pull off the gangplank.
I'm confused. What do you mean?
So the people up here that have guns.
Yeah,
Like,
So
they're-
they
well,
backed away.
Yeah, like they're not at the edge of the ship,
Oh, great.
right? Unless I misunderstood.
you're right, yep. The people moved away from the guns, so there's no one up on the turrets aiming down.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
So it'll take a
So-
second. We're gonna get mauled for a second. That's
How
what
how do you how do range bands work on this map?
Yeah.
So this would be, I would say both groups are at long when you see them.
Okay, and how do you move?
Yeah, how do you measure movement?
You would tell me if you're trying to move a certain range band. I'd let you know where that is, because I know what the next
So-
zone is.
I wanna try to sneak up close enough that I can initiate the fight. Basically, get close and then let off.
Oh, you want to like walk right into their close range and then fight them?
And then pop a guy.
Yeah, but I
Give-
want to stealth. I want to stealth close enough to do it. I don't want to walk in a straight line towards them.
You can. Well, actually, another way of stealth is that the way I'm thinking of it, because there's no great cover. You're kind of in open ground, but you could walk up nonchalantly.
Okay, yeah.
Like you're not like you're not like gun out, pointed forward, Weaver stance. Like no, I'm just walking towards you. I'm just leaving, or you know what? This ain't my fighter. I'm gonna give you my caps. Just kidding,
Ow.
Pow. So it is sneak, and unfortunately, given that you have no ground to, well, actually, there's two ways you can do it. Sorry, I take that back. There's the open ground bit, and then there's going this way and trying to sneak around to where these guys are.
To where what guys are? Oh, I didn't see that other group.
Because the only other way, because otherwise it's charisma sneak to move toward either group, because you're in open ground. Where if you went, I'm gonna go this way, and then you cut around the building real quick and then come back.
That would be agility.
Yep. This
I'll
would be
do
agility
that.
if you do this way.
Yeah, I'll do that because that's something I have a chance at.
I will say that will be difficulty of 3, because you kind of have to do a quick little, then
All right.
slow down behind them.
Then as I kind of slink off, I'll say, "Hey, looks like time to make some caps, Blinky." And I'm gonna have to give you a little bit of AP here to pull this off, because 3 is kind of steep. I'm gonna spend our 1, and then I'm
Oh
gonna
boy.
give you 2 more.
Oh my god.
Generate
Dang.
1. Slow down. Sneak. 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 Sneak.
And that puts me in close.
Yep.
All right, as I walk up behind them,
Hold that thought. What are the other 3 doing as you see Mato disappear around a building? Possibly fleeing for his life.
Okay, so Bleakley is going to start yelling up at the occupants of the ship, like the big guys in power armor. Hello, there appear to be raiders with guns approaching.
With guns approaching. Give me speech, difficulty 2.
Speech, you say? I am glad that I'm good at that. Okay, speech. Okay. And boop. Did it? Oh, I have to click on my character token, don't I, to get the...
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's asking if I want additional dice. Well, I mean, my target's a 12. On the other hand, I want this to work.
is it a tag skill?
It is tag skill.
So you do have a crit range.
True.
Oh, true. Yeah. You know what? Screw it. We'll just roll it.
Think.
Oh.
They're not going for another false alarm. the Mr. Handy's malfunctioning again, as usual, so they're going to take even longer attending to the fight, even if shooting starts.
I beg your pardon.
I beg your pardon.
What's Gregory and Katran doing at the moment? While Bleakley is bleakly shouting up at the ship and getting no response.
Hey.
I think this is about to go south. You? Okay, yep. And he reaches into his bag and he starts to carefully take out his 10mm. Because, you know what? I brought this with me because I had to go from the remnants of the vault to here, and I thought that I might encounter some trouble on the way back. I didn't expect it to be in the last 20 feet.
Yeah. Do you want to let the others know? I mean, I'm guessing they're looking. The others outside here looking at the Bleakley, or are they still just so focused ahead and they're just ignoring the shouting back?
They're ignoring the weird shouting that Bleakley's doing. There's a lot of waving hands up. There's not like, oh, shut up. You know, even the Superman's like, I'm counting 5, 10.
God damn it.
Yeah. Do you want to maybe?
5 and 10
like,
is
or am I
15.
going to be the one that maybe?
2 and 4
Bleakley's like
is 24.
waving his arm and his buzzsaw, just like, hello! Is nobody paying attention to the imminent crisis?
Yeah, so that's. Do you want to try and get these people's attention before they get shot, or am I going to try and get their attention before we get shot?
You can roll to assist, Bleakley.
if you want.
Speech charisma. It's not terrible. It's a 7, but.
And don't worry, Mato. The first shot's going to be you because you've got right on top of them. They don't know you're coming at all. Like
Yeah,
they'll
it
move
would
up a little bit, and you're like, you're doing the the sneaky sneak follow up thing of dee dee dee. Hi, Mr. Raider. Dunk.
It would help if we could stack a bunch of AP because I can do some work if I have AP to spend.
I was trying.
I mean, yeah, sure. I can try to assist. Do you have better than a 7 there, Gregory? Has Gregory died? He has.
He's got.
He was saying something and then just ceased, so I was like,
And he's gone.
okay. I should get off the ruler so I can actually select a token.
Yep.
That would help.
Actually, what was the thing with luck, by the way? Let me question.
Yeah, what do
that one.
those do? Hang on. What's a luck point for? And should I have used it?
The one thing I remember about luck is that you can spend a luck point and use your luck stat instead of your regular stat, if it's better or worse.
I remember that. Luck is on. Let me just quickly flip down because I can do
So
that
the
on
GM
level 1 better.
Yeah, if a situation is more luck, the GM can call for it, not just like the player ask for it. But you can use a luck point to
you can re-roll.
do it. Yeah,
Oh, you can use a luck to reroll.
you can.
According to the little use your luck attribute when you make skill tests. When you make skill tests and re-roll dice.
Because luck refreshes very slowly. Because
Okay,
it doesn't come back at the end of a session. It comes back when the GM says it comes back.
Oh.
Because you can use like to add story details, reroll dice, and so on. So yeah.
Gotcha.
So you can spend a luck point if you want to reroll dice.
I kind of want to re-roll that complication there.
I mean,
So just as a note, so you already have you're at the right starting amount. So you go from 4 down to 3.
Okay.
Just because we are learning here.
And
and then how do I do the thing?
so you just go to the upper left and just click the D20 there and just manually roll a single die.
Oh,
Or
one
can you roll
D20.
to assist your own roll?
No.
Charisma.
You can.
skill.
I mean, technically yes, but mechanically
No, as far as like on the
Thank
right
goodness,
here
okay,
to get you to roll
okay.
just the 1 dice is what I was meaning.
Oh.
It worked. It worked. No complication for you.
Okay, so they're not
And
going
a
to be.
success for you.
And
Look at
yeah, it is
that.
success. So actually, you will be. That means that the Brotherhood of Steel, NCR, and 003 will act in the initiative as turret people. Because they're going to start. There's people rushing over to the guns and getting ready to shoot.
Oh, good.
And with that,
6. I have one thing that I could try to. I need to make sure that that's even a thing. I'm guessing. I would think that might be a mechanic.
but for now,
Is cover a mechanic? Cover is a mechanic.
it is. But for now, that will be the end of the session. As a big fight's about to break out, people are rushing over to the guns, shooting's about to start. And the journey, and you guys have yet to leave the shore of California. That's it, that's all for now. For those of you watching, thank you very much for watching. For those of you playing, thank you very much for playing. We will be doing Fallout Isle of Twilight again, not next week, but the week after, as we go and explore more of what's happening and I unfold more for the viewing audience what we're up to up here. But you all have a good one, and we'll see you next time.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Good stuff.
Switch. Thank you.
Alright guys, we didn't die in character creation. I'm calling that a success.